Hey, good morning. It's 7:04. We're June 25th, and this is day 11 here in Cheap Bicycle through Malaysia. Oh man, the mosquitoes were bad last night. I had to hang this real fast and climb in, and being sweaty and everything else, and it was not the best night. It wasn't a terrible night. It just they got I didn't realize I didn't have any mosquito repellent on me. I thought I still had the small little packages that you pick up at 7-Eleven for cheap of the mosquito repellent lotion, and I didn't. So it was like a race against the mosquitoes as they kept getting thicker and thicker and thicker. I'm trying to hang the hammock as quick as possible. Luckily, this hammock hangs up fairly quickly if you don't mind at which level it is, sitting. And I did make one adjustment because I do need my feet touching the ground when I'm in a hammock, and I don't like tiptoeing while I'm sitting in a hammock. Anyway, this river here, which I just filmed in the opening shot, is actually on the border of... So like if I look up what's the weather in my location, it says I am in a spot, well, actually, let's forget where I'm actually at. If you want to find out where I'm at, look in the description of the videos. I don't have signal, that's the reason why. I mean, I do sometimes have one bar, but one bar takes forever. Yeah, so yeah, open up the description and look up in Google Maps, and I dropped a pin in where I'm actually located at, with the date on it and everything like that in the description of the Google Map things. If you guys don't know, I use Google Maps as kind of like my digital diary. Each place I stay along the way, if you're in the description, it says follow my journey. Open that, and it'll open up my folder. That's my Malaysian folder for each spot that I stay. It's dated and which day it is, along with a brief note of, like a little journal note of, how my day went or what I did, or if I'm camping or whatever. But yeah, it's that way, if you guys want to know where I'm at and you're curious and you don't want to look up the actual, it's an easy way to look up where I stayed this night. Anyway, this spot across the way, which is called, I guess it's titled a fishing camp, but I don't think it's a fishing camp. I think they just rent out a boat, and for the day, it's like $20 for the day. From reading the description, using Google Translate the little I can with one bar. I think they just rent out the boat for the day, and so I don't know. But I know they open up 7, and it's 7 o'clock right now. Oops, sorry, my microphone. Yeah, so I'm about 4.4 kilometers from the one. I didn't realize I actually headed that far inland. I just was trying to find an opening to the palm trees over there, but I never did. Like I said, I think they really wanted to close off that palm area for one reason or the other. I'm not sure if it's try to keep the monkeys out, but there was a big old moat that goes all the way around it, all the way out to this point. So I mean, 4 kilometers of a moat, and you could see where there was access points that went in. Those are ripped up, so I mean, you'd actually have to bring your own little bridge out or something across that. So they probably only have one entrance, one exit. I don't know what that might be for. Maybe it's just to keep trespassers like me off from the property. And I'm actually not quite sure if I'm trespassing here. Honestly, I'm assuming it's a river, so it falls under some type of waterway laws where it's to the public, but I can't be sure about that. You know what I'm saying? People do make their houses on rivers, so just to stay safe, I'm going to keep this a little short, pack this up and go. Yeah, my whole plan is just get back on the one. Even though it's a terrible road, I can't see much of an alternative. Not yet. And just keep going south. I also need to probably find somewhere I get good enough signal, but since it takes such a long time to upload on this data, I'll have to wait until for yesterday's, you know. But I did do the editing. I did the editing and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, I got to hit the road. I got to get my bags. Got a trail of heavy ants just going to it. I don't know what they're doing. If I sit, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I got to pack up and go, guys. So we're gonna hit the road. All right, let's get going. So this is the tree that right across from where I was staying has all the monkeys in it. They're a little loud last night. You see them running around, kind of on the ground over there, and jumping from tree to tree. So yeah, they were kind of noisy last night. And I was staying, this is the business right there. And that's those trees over there is where I had my hammock actually hung from. So okay, guys, so I got about 4.4 kilometers to get back to the one. I gotta pass at least 3 packs of dogs that wanted to give chase to me yesterday. Only one of them I had to use the pepper spray on. They got a little close. That dog last night barked at me forever. But eventually he quit. So anyway, so I'm actually going back. I didn't go that far down the road, but I decided to stop and look at the map, and I found actually that I can follow along the river that I slept on last night. I can follow it back to the Highway 1, so I don't have to go back down the same road with the dogs and stuff that I did yesterday. I mean, yeah, I could run into a whole new set of dogs, but at least this way it's a new exploration. It's a new trail, you know. I'm not doubling back. I have a hard time going back. So once I go forward, I don't like going back. Even if I know that if I just go back 2-3 kilometers, there's a good campsite, I would prefer to push forward into the unknown, looking for a camp spot, than go back 2-3 kilometers. And by the time I keep pushing forward and pushing forward, eventually those 2 or 3 kilometers becomes, you know, 7 or 8, and no longer worth actually going back to. So here's my campsite, guys, right down there, and I'm going this way on what looks like a trail. So yeah, this hopefully it goes all the way through. And that's what was the business of the fishing camp. Oh, beautiful. Ah, whole new set of dogs. Hopefully they're all behind fences. I need to get my pepper spray out, at least ready. you know, sitting on my handlebars. Okay, I need 2 hands for this. All right, one little part of the road with all the dogs and stuff, that was gated off. There's another part of this road that I'm following. It should kind of switch back a little bit right up here to the left and to the right. As long as I don't keep running into gates, which seems to be the problem here. So maybe this is actually the switchback right here. And then it should be turning right again. I'm assuming this probably goes through from looking at the tires. I'll look at my map. Yeah, this is the one. Not saying that the GPS is the most accurate, but looks like the way. And all the tire marks that go through from scooters. I just hope when I get there, there's an outlet area. Way to get. There is a bridge over the railroad tracks. I know that. I checked for that. Okay. Nice. Okay. Just trying to see which side of the little canal, swamp canal I need to be on. They both look like they go through the satellite, so I'm just going for the one that looks the most used. There's a better chance of an inlet and outlet on the road if it's well worn compared to one that might be a little less worn. Check the weather. The weather says it's supposed to be pretty nice today, so I'm glad I got up early. I mean, kind of had to, because I knew that business was opening at 7. So I should be able to get a distance and not just be 51 kilometers like I was yesterday. Not that I'm in a very big hurry. Not that I'm actually in a very big hurry, it's just I didn't see many towns for a while until, I mean, some small towns and stuff like that. I could be surprised along the way. Like I said, I'm not doing my homework. The only spot I've ever actually done my homework was when I went to like Jerusalem and Israel, because I was already studying ancient Near Eastern studies and like biblical archaeology, archaeology in general, all these things. So when I went there, I did my homework. But then Greece, I tried to do a little on Greece. Greece has a great history. But then that kind of just tapered off. And I started doing less and less so. And to the point where I don't even go to museums anymore. But that's fine. I love museums. It's just my style has changed a little. Not everything has to be studied to go to a place. You can go to the place first and learn about it, like I did with Japan. Oh, this is a beautiful little ride. Definitely a beautiful ride here. And right now I'm holding my DJI because down here on my handlebars I got my battery bank connected to my phone. My phone didn't charge last night. I think it was the cord though. It wasn't the actual, it wasn't my power supply. So I needed to remove the handlebar mount, which would be the best thing right now because of the bounce of the road. And but yeah, so I had to switch it out. Handlebar mount is right down there. I just mounted it underneath my frame. As long as my pants don't catch it, I'll be fine. Oh, this is nice. I figured out a game plan. I'm gonna go to Apo. I looked up, what is it, like places to stay and stuff like that, and Apo had some decent priced ones. I mean, not a handful, not a whole lot, only about 3 or 4 of them that I could find that were around the $7 range, which puts me about 10 bucks. At $6, it puts me at like 9, so 7's about 10 after taxes. But it's also, I looked up on Google which are the must-see cities of Malaysia, and Apo was on there. Anyway, Wikipedia has Apo down as the capital city of Malaysia's state of Perak. Not the capital city of Malaysia, but the capital city of Perak. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. So 72 kilometers, that's gonna be my end point. Right now it's 11:22, so I should have plenty of time. All right, guys, that's the game plan, and I'm heading on the long Highway 1. I ran into a Malaysian buffet here alongside the road, and it looked super good, so I ended up coming in, helping myself. Got a little of everything. I ended up getting the chicken right here. Yeah. I think this is beef, but yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, big buffet. Lots of fish. So yeah, I'm glad I stopped here.
You take video?
Yeah, the food. Yeah.
Video for the lunch?
Yeah, for the lunch.
Where are you from?
I'm from the. Actually, I did the bicycling for the last 5 months. I started 52 kilometers up north, so
52 kilometers.
yeah, that puts me Bagain, yeah, a little below that, I think, somewhere, or actually a little above that, just a little above that.
Today your target to Ipoh.
Yeah, which was like 80.
Already take about 4 hours.
4 more hours.
4 to 6
That's
hours.
good. That's good. I'll be getting there in the evening then.
What?
I'll get there in the evening then.
Yeah.
I think when I woke up, I checked this morning. It was like 83 kilometers or something. So
Now it's very hot.
yeah.
Sometimes hot, sometimes hotter.
Yeah, no, it is. Sometimes I camp though, like I have a hammock, and
So you are lodging, you sleep at
sometimes hammock. So sometimes like in the trees, and sometimes
camping.
sometimes camping, sometimes hostel. You know, cheap hostel, a very very cheap. You know.
That's how you enjoy.
Yeah, even my bicycle, only like a cheap bicycle. So. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Talking to that gentleman. He gave me some durian, which is a lot softer than the jackfruit I ate before. Excuse me. A little spicy, something spicy over here. Anyway, this big old dish of food plus the water was only like 8 ringgit. So a total of $2 with the water and the food, and it's ridiculous the amount of food I got for it. Best way to do it is just street food all day long. But yeah, I'm glad I stopped. Sometimes I have to actually push myself to do that because I've said this in the past and stuff, is I'm actually a very recluse type of person. It's like introvert, extrovert. An extrovert introvert. That means you're an introvert, but you have like social batteries until they burn out real fast, and then you need your alone time or whatever. But really, I guess that's why a little bit I have that hermit inside me. But So a lot of times it's like I'll pass by spots. So I'll go to something like 7-Eleven or something just because I know the interaction level is a lot lower and stuff like this. So, or the reason I was holding the camera probably lower and stuff is because I didn't want to look like a prima donna or a diva with my arm out there and shooting at myself. And it's like a self-conscious type thing. And it's actually from just being a shy child and stuff like this. And, friendships and skateboarding and stuff like that. When I started skateboarding, I started forming friendships, and then girls started noticing me and stuff. It helped me break out of that shell, but I always felt very uncomfortable. It was something that I had to actually force myself to, go make friends and stuff like this. It was just because I was a shy child, and that never really goes away. All you're able to do is get pushed through it and fake it, And it was funny because I went from a very poor child, right? Not poor in family, but poor in finances, where we were the poor people of a very poor town. Forest Hill, California was very poor at the time, but we were still like the poorest family there was. And it was funny because one of the richest families, it was John Wharton. He came and wanted to buy the whole town, but there was a single mom with her kids and his age, and she was he had a liking towards her. So, but that single mom and her kids were our age, so we were like, her girls and us were like, her 3 kids and my family's 3 kids were identical age, so we hung out all the time. We'd go over to the this gentleman right here.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, very good food.
Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Taping.
Yeah, yeah, and there's the guy that served me the food here. And it's an awesome little spot, man. I'm glad I found this spot. Yeah, but anyway, that shell, it was kind of weird having a mixed thread. But that little shell, my whole point was that little shell is never really get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not anything. It's just in the character of a person. And but you do really have to try. And I see stuff like, kids with smartphones. It's almost like they're making themselves shy. They're making themselves something that I struggled, my whole life. So, but anyway, guys, this food's awesome. I'm gonna get back to eating and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna hit the road again. And this spot's awesome. All right, just finished eating. It's 2:03 right now. We got 52 kilometers before I get to Ipoh. So back on the road, guys. And thank you, brother. And we're out of here, guys. Back on the road. Oh yeah. The DJI didn't know which way to look for a second there. I got it in the front harnessed. So it's kind of hard because the screen faces forward and I can't tell if it's aligned. I got that one because it was looking off to the side. But yeah, like I said, this is all experimental. Yeah, that was a good meal for 8 ringgit. The meal itself must only cost about 6 ringgit because the water would have cost at least 2 ringgit. So, 6 ringgit for $6 would actually be like $1.50. That just seems way low for that food. I had to get off the road for a second. Climbing the hill, and I saw this little side area, and I could get out of the sun. Clouds are actually over the sun now, but just had to sit down. Let's see, I forgot. So when I sat down, I was in the shade, and all of a sudden a mosquito landed on me, and that dawned on me. Oh wait, I don't have mosquito repellent. So if I do another camping night anywhere, and I don't have that on me, man, they're gonna eat me alive again. So I was able to locate 4.9 kilometers, 7-Eleven. They got the repellent I actually am looking for. It's it's a lotion style one. Actually, I think it was very popular in Japan. I remember using it a lot in Japan too. So, but I tried the lotion for this first time, not the spray, but the lotion. And they sell the small little packages of them for really very cheap. So I like to have a lot of those on me. I think last time I only bought, one package is usually one full application, gets pretty well everything. I mean, you can buy the bigger jar, but just get the small packages. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'm gonna hop back on the road, go get that, because one thing I can't tolerate is mosquitoes. It's just they just make life miserable. So yeah, nice little place though. And there's the road. Well, I just got turned around back there by the police. I was going the most straightest route to Ipoh, and they turned me around. I'm trying a different road now. There's only 2 to get there. It's 4:40 right now, but that leaves me still 3 hours. Otherwise, that would be a nice little spot to camp. Those trees are perfect. Yeah, I could put my hammock up right there, but I still got almost 3 hours of daylight left. So I'm gonna keep going on to Ipoh. I guess I was on, I guess that's a freeway or something. One of the toll roads I wasn't supposed to be on. So, yeah, this route's longer, but it's the one, yeah, it's the only other one there is. So I'm going down this way, guys. "53 kilometers to Ipoh." Ipoh is 53 kilometers. I got a long time. So yeah, by my quick guesstimation, that this route's gonna add about 25 kilometers to my, yeah, to get to Ipoh. Where the other way it would have only been about 36 kilometers left to go. This one's, yeah. So, yeah. I got a ways. So I might be camping somewhere in between. I didn't think about 7-Eleven here in Malaysia doesn't have the same type of stock as like over in Thailand and stuff, so they didn't have actually any of the spray-on stuff, so or the lotion or whatever, so I had to grab one of these. I mean, 2 ringgit's not a bad price for these, but you know, it's like I'd rather have something I can apply directly to the skin. So anyway, I had to take with whatever I can get. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be camping because the increase in the kilometers from the pay road, the pay road to this one. I'm back. This is actually the one again. So I think what I was doing was trying to get onto one of the freeways, the interstate, right? And that's a no-go for me on the interstate. So the cops saw me and they're like, no, stop, no, turn around, go back. So this was like the only other road. And so yeah, it's the one again. So yeah, 37 to 40, I don't remember what the sign says back there. When I passed it, 50 something to 50 something. So I think it's an increase of 25 kilometers. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna have one energy drink. They do have these, the Stingers though, so I'm happy with that. But the 7-Elevens here in Malaysia are a lot smaller. They're like the smallest. They're almost like comparable to like the sizes they are in the United States. 7-Eleven's not the biggest in the United States, at least not where I come up. Circle K is. Circle K and AM/PM was AM/PM was the biggest, but then Circle K took over. And like in Arizona, Circle K is everywhere. They had the best selection, but I just got in the habit of 7-Elevens because of Japan, and then even Thailand had a great selection and stuff like that. But anyway, talking about convenience stores. All right, guys, well, I'll be heading down the road here pretty soon, or at least I got something to keep the boogers off me while I'm setting it up. And my net will have to keep them out for the rest of the night. All right, guys. Nice fruit stand. I just bought a bag of bananas and an orange for 5 ringgit for the whole thing. About 4 bananas and an orange. That's not bad at all. She had a nice display too. Anyway, I'm looking actually for a spot to camp right now. I saw this bridge, and I know down this way is actually the direction I'll be, oops, sorry, out of frame. Down this way is the direction I'll be going. And from a satellite view, it shows there's plenty of spots, maybe along the way, but I wanted to check this bridge out. See, maybe go camping underneath, but see what underneath actually has to offer here. Okay. There's actually more stairs. Don't really feel like hauling my bicycle up and down these stairs there. I had to check the settings on the DJI. It seemed like it was out of frame pretty hard. Okay, well, we know where the water line likes to come up to. This is probably be a good spot to bathe up. Kinda. No, it's a little kind of hard to get down there. Like I said, I'm just scouting out, guys, right now. And there's this security camera, actually 2 of them. So, I don't know if anybody mans them, but I don't really feel like finding out. Maybe up underneath that bridge over there. Anyway. Yeah, it's about that time. We still got over an hour. Looks like, I don't know, there's cloud coverage, but looks like about, oh, I got the phone in my pocket. Hang on a minute. 6:05, so like an hour and a half before sunset, so I got plenty of time. I'll just pedal on, but it is good to start scouting out early. Otherwise, I end up with the same situation I did the other day, where you kind of have to just settle for something because it's already dark, and the possibilities of being camping in a spot that you're not really wanted to be, you know, you're not really wanted in that location, like accidentally in someone's backyard, becomes greater and greater. I've done that before. I've woken up and go, oh crap, there's a house right there. Okay guys, I'm going down the road. Same way that bus is going. Hey, how you doing? So I'm on the back road streets right now, scouting out camping spots. So I'm kind of running parallel to the one. This actually goes back to the one now. I saw some rubber tree fence stations. They have a good separation in the distance in the trees. Most of the palm trees are too far apart, and they're just very wide round anyway. It's hard to get a tree strap around those. But yeah, the distance between them are usually too far apart. I guess I could go down left here, see where this goes. Okay, I'm gonna see. Not sure if you can actually see this, but here I am, blue dot, and I just ran this road right here that went into the rubber tree plants. This is a hill right here, can get too steep to bring a bicycle up, and I just came through there. So yeah, that looks all right here. I'm gonna check this out. I'll go down this road, see where it might go. Like I said, daylight's a wasting right now. Also, if it's too overgrown too, you know, like this, then it's impossible to get back into. So sometimes it's better to skip these if it's going to be too overgrown. Oh wow. Huh. If I want to lay flat on the ground, which I could. Oh, it didn't rain on me tonight. There's a big flat concrete thing. Trees are too overgrown. Yeah, okay guys, but that has potential. If anything, I could just draw out a ground mat and sleep on the ground. So, yeah, this is just what you have to do. Sun's going down. Yeah, this is, I'm looking at the cement pad again. This thing's super clean though. And this over here says it's supposed to be a park. But you know how it is. Sometimes people just throw stuff up. Like, if it is, it's an overgrown park. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to my camera. This is some type of concrete factory back here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's one road that goes by. But, I don't know. Keep it in mind. Actually, I wouldn't have to do much. Just pull up my mat and crash on the ground because I don't think it's going to rain tonight. So, I mean, the privacy's not real good. Anybody could come, like, just look over and see me here, but then again, I don't think they'll even care. Honestly. Yeah, it's so late in the day, I decided I'll go ahead, I'm going to pull up the pad here. I'm going to do a little ground camping today. Because this is pretty private. All in all, I could even sleep right in the open over there, and I don't think a lot of people actually are on that, go by on that road. But like I said, it's a dirt road, so I mean, I'm not saying it's not used, but I'm just scouting out my options. So it's like, I really needed to. There's a lot of like bark and stuff around here I could burn, have a fire if I wanted to. I got those things to keep the mosquitoes off me. Actually, a fire would be nice. This, I don't know how active this whole farm is over here, but this area is like the least where I bother anybody, because this is overgrown, just whatever they call it. It's marked, listed as a park, but I doubt it is. That's just like a, I don't know, a palm farm. This is an old factory, like concrete factory thing, and this is whatever it used to be. But yeah. So my thing is right here in the open. The more in the open I'm at, the less chance that a snake will come out of the bushes and climb up on me. Plus the cement will actually be warm tonight because it's been sitting in direct sunlight the whole time. But there is an out of sight, out of mind spot right here a little. I just had to sweep it off a little, like right here. I mean, all you'd have to do is sweep that off a little, and you see how high the bushes come. So if I'm sitting down, I have privacy. But I mean, the only thing is, if then a little critter wants to come out, it could. Looks like I got a small cat here too. That's a scat, by the way. That's a dried up scat, but it's got a lot of fur in it. So I checked out to see if Malaysia had a scat. I mean, that's fairly good size. That's a decent sized cat. But Malaysia has lots of like leopard cats and stuff like that. And ain't no tiger though. Malaysia had tigers. I'm like, yeah, nah, that's not a tiger shit. Oops, sorry guys. Demonetized. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and camp here. It's either the monkeys or the cats, and if it's not them, it's the snakes. And if it's not that, it's the most dangerous animal in the world, man. But yeah, this looks like the best. I got a half an hour. I'm gonna start. Yeah, maybe right there. I'll sweep it off. Well, there's with my bike up, standing up, and really you can't see it at all. So I mean, the privacy's pretty good. The only thing I ran into is there's two birds' nests right in the tree over here, and I mean they're really close. They're like, here's my bicycle, and they're like right there. Let me stop it and zoom in so you can see. So you see those right there, just like right there. They're nice bird's nests. I'm from the United States, so the bird's nests that we had were not like that at all. They were like cereal bowls or something, you know, not intricate like that. Those are like almost like pieces of art. That one on the right looks like you can only entrance from underneath, going through a small little tunnel and stuff. So I mean, I don't want to cause the birds any distress being this close to them. But at the same time, I kind of want privacy. So that's just a, you know, they're just gonna have to get used to me. I'll keep the cat away from them, whatever. But yeah, and I was contemplating going back out there because I really don't need to hide, and I'd rather not stress out the birds. But one, I don't know if there's anything even living in it. I do know there's a whole hell of a lot of birds over here in these trees. It's flying around, and they're going to be noisy regardless. But I mean, I love birds. I really do. I love birds. So anyway, I thought about it, and I just weighed the option. I'd prefer to have they're just going to have to enjoy my company tonight. It's only for one night, and I won't, you know, I'll just keep them in mind. I won't party too loud. Okay, guys. I'm gonna start setting up camp and sweeping off the pad down here. Weather's not calling. I checked the weather channel earlier. Weather's not calling for rain in this location till tomorrow, and only for a short period tomorrow. But I don't trust this. Plus, I can hear it rumbling, you know, like an old man's empty stomach. But so I'm gonna plan ahead and think I'm gonna need a lean-to for the night. I can make a lean-to out of my bicycle, like I did way back in Vietnam at the beginning of my trip. It was, I think, one of the first camping trips I did. I used my bicycle to make a lean-to, and I just need to find something to actually weigh down the corners, and I don't see a lot of rocks. And I guess if I get enough of this bark, yeah, as long as the wind doesn't blow super hard. I wish I could find some rocks though. All I need is a few rocks. Anyway, guys, yeah, so I'm gonna plan that there's a storm coming, because I'm pretty sure that it might not storm down real hard, but yeah, look at that sky. It's a beautiful sky, isn't it? But it just needs a small shower to get me wet if I'm completely uncovered. So I got a little bit of light left, so I better start booking here, guys. So I'm planning on, I don't know, I think it'll miss me. The colors of the sky says it's going to miss me, but yeah. Alright, well, hopefully it doesn't rain. Hey guys, it's 8:30. I threw up a very, very fast, just a little shelter to get out of the rain if I need to. Thing is I just threw my tarp. I don't think you could be able to see it, but yeah, you can't really see it. You can't see it. I just threw the tarp over. I just threw the tarp over my bigger tarp over my bicycle, which I've never used my bigger tarp, so I ended up just kind of draping it over and pinning down the corners and stuff. Not the prettiest lean-to I've ever made, but definitely, well, hopefully it'll keep me dry if it needs to be. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a night and maybe start editing this video. I don't know if I'll be uploading yesterday's video. I might have to wait till tomorrow when I get to like a Wi-Fi at a hostel or something like that. and I'll upload all 3. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to actually have that many on my phone. Yeah, you see lightning and stuff, and it was sprinkling. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna say good night, y'all, and we'll continue this tomorrow. But anyway, tonight's another night of hopefully not being wet, but we'll find out. All right, good night, y'all.